A lot of life has been happening here lately. It's all good things, but it has taken me away from the channel. So let's talk about it a little bit. Hi, Shanna Rowe Jackson here from Caution Artist at Play. Welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I want to apologize for the fact that I have not been here as regularly as I would like. There has been a lot of stuff going on and it's all great, but it has taken me away from the channel and I've kind of honestly needed a little bit of a break because editing and filming every week is a lot on top of working and other things. And then when you throw in life events, it just like something has to give. And so I needed a bit of a break. And yeah, so while I'm talking to you, because this is mostly just going to be me chit-chatting with you today, I'm going to have in the background my most recent colored pencil piece. It's of a young robin, and I think that it is a perfect representation of kind of this time in my life, because robins are one of the first birds we see here in Maine that represent spring to us, and this one is a baby robin. And that, of course, also represents life changes or a new life or things like that. And no, I'm not pregnant because I know a lot of people, I'm talking about a baby robin, a new life and stuff. I don't want necessarily to go there, but yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit in a moment, but that's not what it is. So this, I think this piece represents a fantastic new beginning. And I think it's awfully fitting that I just finally got around to painting this, or drawing it, I should say. Yeah, this one is one that I have had plans for literal years. And I looked back at my original reference photo and found out that I took the photo on the first day of summer in 2018. So not only does it like represent new beginnings, and usually like robins represent spring, but this baby robin, I happened upon it on the first day of summer. Like, how fitting is that obviously the first day of summer is also a new change. So I think that was really cool. I didn't remember that until I looked back on the details. And I remember I was out in the yard, I had my camera, and I was trying to take reference photos, and I heard this distinct sound coming from a tree line. And I went over into my woods, and it was just sitting there on the branch. And it held still long enough for me to take photos. And it's unusual for me to walk into the woods, see a bird in the tree like that. Normally, when I'm taking my bird references, I was usually taking them out through my back window. Like, I had a window that was near a maple tree, and I would take pictures through that to get my references. It's not often that I happen upon one in the actual wild and it just sits there and poses for me to take pictures. So it was meant to be. And then I didn't even do the preliminary sketch for this one until like 2021, and it was just a thumbnail sketch. And then I just finally got around to doing it because I had wondered how, like, this is such a beautiful image. How am I going to properly represent this? I wanted it to be on something sturdy. I couldn't decide if I want to do acrylic or colored pencil. It was just one of those images that I loved so much as a photo that I really wanted to do it justice. And then I'm like, you know what? I have the Legion aluminum artist panels. They're a fairly new item, which was not around back when I first took this reference photo. I'm like, this is the perfect way for me to work in a medium that I love so much, colored pencil, and have it feel nice and solid. And so I finally am like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to finally draw that bird. And I did. And it could not be better timing because we are in the process of building a new home, which I think I put a post out recently to let you know. So this is going to hang prominently in our new living room. But that process is the reason why it has taken me so long to do this video. Like, I drew this a while back now. It's been probably about a month, I think, since I finished it. Close to, at least. I haven't really looked, but that's why it's taken so long for me to get this video out. Things have been really hectic. Right now, I'm actually filming my intro on my phone because I haven't even had the chance to charge my cameras or my batteries or anything. And things look a little bit disarray in the studio. The studio space will still be the same. I'm not moving studios, but right now my whole routine is thrown off because we're storing stuff in the studio. I have my pets up here, and I can't work at my table the same way because I have a cat that is a mischief maker, and he will chew on things. He loves to chew on things. He chews on sketchbooks. He chews on regular books. He chews on straps to bags. He chews on wooden legs. So like, I don't trust that he wouldn't chew on canvas. I had to hide all my artwork so he can't get to it. I don't trust that he wouldn't chew on pencils and paintbrushes if they're left out. So things are kind of like in disarray here. I still have fairly easy access to my supplies, but normally when I'm working in the studio, I leave things out for days at a time while I'm still working on a project. But right now I would probably have to clean things up in between, and that just, it's just a whole thing. And then editing and filming and all that on top of it just adds more layers of things on my to-do list. I've got a lot going on already with the new home. And so I am very excited about the new home, and I do want to thank all of you who have reached out to ask what I've been up to because I haven't been posting. I have to remember that there are people who notice when I'm missing. Like, I kind of am like, I forget how many loyal community members I have, I guess. And I just tend to think that people won't notice when I'm gone, but they do. I think that I just need to remember next time if I need to take a hiatus to be more mindful. But things have been so busy that I hadn't posted as often as I should, to at least let you folks know that I'm still here. And thank you to those of you who have reached out. I really appreciate you. But so the channel itself is really not going to change. I'm hoping once things settle down, especially coming into the new year, we expect to be in the new home by, I think, probably October is what we're looking at. And so it's going to be kind of hectic after that as well, because we're going to be moving things, we're going to be painting, we're going to be doing all kinds of things. And I don't know that I'll do a home tour necessarily. I kind of like to keep the channel mostly in the studio, right? Because it is an art channel, and even talking this much about regular life things, I feel like I'm probably boring the crap out of you, but I figured I probably should tell somebody something. So mostly, like, once I get everything put back together here in the studio, a couple things might change up here. I haven't decided if I want to rearrange things up here, because I've kind of had to move things around to fit other things up here temporarily, but I don't know if I want to make some changes permanent. I do plan to have an office in the new house, so there might be some filming in that. So if you see a different background, that might be what it is. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then something else that I want to do that I'm really excited about is I have an idea for customizing some decor for the new home. So I do plan on filming that. I have some old decor that I want to customize and make new, and I have some ideas for some new decor. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do that before I get into the new home, or if I'm going to get into the new home and really decide what fits where, because it is going to be a completely different place than where we were staying before. And so it's all very, very exciting. We're going to have some more space. We're basically upgrading. And so it's a manufactured home. It's still not going to be anything crazy. It's not a mansion or anything like that, but it's ours, and we've got to choose, the things that we wanted in it, the type of cabinetry and things like that. And that's all very exciting. And it has been a whirlwind. Right now we're in the middle of doing the groundwork. And so it's been really cool. It's been a really cool experience, but it's been really stressful. And I've also picked up a lot of extra hours at work as well. Houses are expensive. And so, there's been a lot of that. September, I do think it's going to be fairly busy. I have a couple painting dates with the ladies. I have another workshop coming up for Holbein at Artists and Craftsmen on the 20th in Westbrook, Maine. And I've got some things. It's going to be a busy month in September, plus possibly moving and things like that. So I am going to try to film some stuff. I am going to try, but if I can't, I apologize. And I really appreciate you all being here otherwise, but I will try to keep you updated more often. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching me create this piece in the background. As usual, I started in the background and worked my way forward to the details. I am using a lot of the Holbein artist colored pencils, Derwent drawing, Derwent light fast, some polychromos, some Prismacolor. I mean, I brought out all the different pencils for this because there were so many different greens and so many different textures. And I love pieces like this because it really gives me the chance to explore so many different techniques, especially with the bokeh background and then like the kind of mossy look on the branches, which is one of my favorite things. Sorry, my eyes are probably not looking at the camera because I keep looking at that through my viewfinder. I have it in the back there. So many different techniques. And the bird, I've been looking at this bird for years, and I was so excited to finally immortalize this bird in a new light, because I loved the photo, but I loved really drawing it and making the changes that I needed to make, doing different decisions to make and bring the bird to life. I really thoroughly enjoyed this piece. It's one of those ones that fed my soul, and I knew it was going to as soon as I took the reference photo. I knew, and I can't wait to hang it in the new home. And if you want to learn more about these types of techniques, let me know. I am planning on working on some courses. I was hoping to have started filming some stuff by now. Fantasy Shanna. Like, you never know what's going to be happening when you're having a new home built and things like that. There's just so much going on. Like, I thought, oh, I'm probably going to be in the studio even more. I can get all kinds of stuff done. No, I've been rewatching old episodes of my favorite sitcoms from the 90s. That's what I've been getting done. And playing in the sketchbook, because my whole routine is thrown off. However, that being said, I do have plans. I do want to start doing courses. One of the courses that I want to do is something to do with landscape elements in colored pencil. So let me know what you would like to learn specifically. I have plans for certain things already in my mind, but if there's any techniques you'd like to learn that revolve around colored pencil landscapes, let me know. And I also am playing around with the idea, well, I'm 100% certain at some point I am going to do a course about Derwent Inktense, and I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of that as well. If you already are taking courses from other creators, let me know in the comments below what platform you enjoy getting courses from. I'm still researching which platforms I want to use, and I am asking friends. Obviously, I've talked to Lindsay, who's the Frugal Crafter, about the platform she uses. I'm just trying to get some more information. Let me know what platform you enjoy taking courses from, because I would ideally like to put my courses on a platform that my viewers are already familiar with, so they don't have to sign up for a new account to take courses from me. They don't have to learn a new format or anything like that. And if you're also a creator who has sold courses, let me know what your favorite platform to sell courses is on. Like, I'm really just trying to get there. I've had a lot of requests for courses, and I know colored pencil and Inktense are two of the most popular subjects on my channel. And I just want to make sure that if I'm going to do it, that I'm going to do it right. That probably won't be till towards the beginning of the year, realistically, because again, we're hoping to be in the new home by October. And after that, things are just going to be hectic. We're going to have to move in. We're going to have to get everything decorated and painted, and we've got a lot going on there, and then the holidays. So I don't want to make any promises. It probably will not be until 2027, but I am in the planning phases, and I want to make something good that you all will appreciate and feel comfortable investing in. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so those are the life updates, and this is my new colored pencil piece. I am loving it. I can't wait to hang it in the new home. It's beautiful, and I mean, I don't know, that sounds like I'm bragging, but we all have our own favorites, and I just have so much heart for this little bird. And it's crazy. It's funny how attached you can get, especially when you take your own reference photos. That's another reason why I really enjoy taking my own reference photos. There was a moment in time where I was sharing the same space with this bird, this wild little bird, and it stayed there long enough for me to take these photos. And now I get to live with this memory for the rest of my life, because I'm not selling this one. I've got prints available. I do have prints available. If you're interested in this piece, I do have prints and merch available. I will link that in the description below, and that would help out with the house expenses too. Not gonna lie. So if you want to support me before I can get courses out, I will link my print shop in the description below. That was a shameless plug, but you know, I don't do that very often. So there you go. But yeah, So that's what's going on. I don't know that I will do any sort of actual house tour. If I create an office in there, or if I start like a shop or something and I use the office to do that, then I will do a tour probably of that room. But I like to kind of keep this content here. That's what this space is created for. This, this studio is created for my art. And so, yeah, privacy and things like that. 'Cause it's not just my home, it's also my husband's home. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. That's why it's been crazy. I can't guarantee that I'll have any regular content coming up. Yeah, things are, like I said, things are in just disarray. That's why I had to film this on my phone today. Things are just so hectic. I do plan on hopefully having an art haul soon for my birthday. That's coming up as well. I don't know. I might just be asking for house stuff. I may not get a lot of art stuff, but yeah. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble, and I will keep you updated as much as I can, and I'm super excited for this next chapter, and thank you all for sticking by me while I've been a little bit absent. I will see you next time. You have a fantastic day. Bye.